welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. So today's video is going to be a shopping haul. I've gone to both Asda and Aldi because I just find that I can't do everything that I need to do, buy everything for a full week shop from the one store of Aldi alone, unfortunately. Because I would prefer that, because it means then I'm not having to do 2 trips. But also Aldi, it's not any more considerably cheaper, but it is cheaper than Asda by like about £20 or so overall. So if I could do it all at the one place and go just to Aldi, then I definitely would do. But unfortunately, like I say, there's either certain stuff that I don't like at Aldi, or there's certain things that I can't get that I need to go elsewhere. So Aldi, I've got both receipts here. Aldi, I spent big receipt. Aldi, I spent £91.40, and then Asda, I ended up spending £37.69. So this is going to be for a full week shop, and it's for a family of 6 as well. So there's me, my husband, I've got a teenager boy, I've got an 11-year-old girl who is like a teenager and she eats like an adult, just like my other son does. And then I've also got a 2-year-old and a nearly 7-month-old. We have a dog and we have a cat as well, but I've not needed to get anything from them for them today, so that's been good. So I've just laid it all out and I'm just going to go through it as it is. If I know the sim values, I'll tell you them. If I don't, it's usually because it's not something that I'm going to be having anyway. Because my husband is very, very fussy. So he doesn't like majority of veg. He's not a massive fan of a lot of fruit. Basically, anything that's good for you, he turns his nose up at. Anything that's bad for you, he absolutely loves. So I am having to consider him in that as well. The kids will literally eat anything that I throw in front of them, so that's good. But yeah, I do have to consider my husband as well. So there is stuff in there that will be quite highly sinned, that's catered for him and him alone, really. Because like I say, the kids will eat oats, so that's good. So I'm going to show you around. I will tell you if it's speed or if it's free. Like I say, basically, I'll tell you if I know. And if I don't, then just have a check on your app, or you can Google it sometimes and things. But yeah, do double check. Even if I give you a sim value, just double check it yourself as well, because I would hate for it to be wrong. Or if you're watching this in a couple of months' time and Slimming World have changed the sim values, then again, I won't want it to be wrong. So I'm going to crack on after that. So I'm just going to start over here, and I'm going to start with the Aldi stuff. So I'm just going to whiz through it and then get on to the Asda bits. So I've got some medium sliced wholemeal bread, just the everyday essentials. These you can have 2 slices, for your healthy extra B. I've got some granulated sugar. It's a sin a teaspoon. Some no added sugar double strength orange squash, that's sim free. Some whole milk and semi-skimmed milk. The whole milk, you can have 200 mils as your healthy extra A, and then you can have 250 mils of semi-skimmed as your healthy extra A. Some dark soy sauce, they're both free. Some original rye crisp breads. I think you can have 3 or 4 as your healthy extra B of those, but obviously just double check. Some custard creams, takeaways, Reese's wafer bars, and some bourbon creams. I think these Reese's wafer bars are meant to be a rip-off version of Time Outs. So let's see what the kids say about those. Some reduced fat soft cheese. I nearly swore then. The garlic and herb flavour. That's going to go in a sauce later on, so we'll carry some sins. Some British half-fat mature cheddar cheese. I know you can have 45 grams of this as your healthy extra A, and I've got 2 of those because we love our cheese in this family. Some barbecue sauce. It's a tablespoon. Some Bramwell's reduced sugar and salt ketchup. I'm not fussy when it comes to ketchup. I'll eat anything. My husband, again, fussy bugger, will only eat Heinz ketchup, so I have to get him the full fat one as well of that one. But the Bramwell's own reduced sugar and salt is just half a sin a tablespoon, whereas the Heinz is a sin per tablespoon. Some onion and garlic sauces, nice and quick and easy for my hubby. Some beef and tomato snack noodles. I've got 3 of those for the bigger kids. And then I've got 4 tins of baked beans, which are free on Slimming World. We love baked beans. They go in absolutely everything as well, especially bulking out mince and stuff. I always throw baked beans in. I've got 4 tins of peeled plum tomatoes and, I've got 2 tins of peeled plum tomatoes and 2 tins of chunky chopped tomatoes. They were all meant to be chunky chopped tomatoes, but it doesn't matter because they're going in soup anyway, so they're going to get blitzed. But they're all speed. 2 tins of red kidney beans in water. They're free and protein. I've got some sliced carrots in water. They're speed. Like I said, I'm planning on making the Slimming World tomato soup, so that's what they're going to be used for. I've got some tuna chunks in spring water. These are free in protein. If you get them in any kind of oil or dressing, then obviously you're going to have to thin them, but they're free. I've got some creamy lasagna sauce, 2 jars of those. I've got some carbonara sauce, again 2 jars. That's for my hubby. He won't eat both of them, but sometimes when I go for these 2 sauces at our Aldi, they're never in, well, I'm not saying they're never in stock because clearly they are. I've bought them today, but sometimes they're not in stock. So I've got 2 just so that if next week I need them and they're not in stock, I've got them. But if they are in stock, then I don't need to buy them. So it's win-win. Now, I know some of these carry a SIM value. I'm not sure what they are yet because I've not managed to look them up on the app. But I've seen these posted on our Slimming World Facebook page at my group. And I've been wanting to try them for a little while now. And the last time I went into Aldi, I completely forgot about them. So I made sure that I picked them up today. And I have picked up all the different flavours just to give them all a try. I'm not shy when it comes to spice, so the spicier the better, so that's going to be good. But I think they're about 75p each, which again I think is fantastic. And if they're really nice, then they're going to be a favourite on the list, I reckon. So I've got the chilli and garlic, southern fried, peri-peri salt, and garlic and herb as well. But like I say, I'm not sure of the SIM value yet. I need to look it up. Some bog standard garlic granules, which I know are free. 12 British free range eggs. I only ever buy free range eggs. My heart will not allow me to buy caged, not when it's just literally pence difference. These are free and protein on Slimming World. And again, 5% beef mince is free and protein. I've got some of these pork chipolatas that my hubby and son absolutely love. I'm going to be making a sausage casserole, so these are going to go in there. Not sure of the sins, I'm afraid. And a couple of packets of paracetamol and some more hay fever tablets because my hay fever is just absolutely killing me this year. Honestly, it is absolutely battering me. So I'm having to take paracetamol on a regular occasion at the moment because it's just giving me such cracking headaches and pain in my sinuses and everything. I think I'm going to have to go to doctors and see if I can get something stronger hay fever wise so that I can skip on taking paracetamol. But I'm finding that I'm having to take it like every couple of days, if not sometimes once a day, which isn't good. So definitely a trip to the doctors for something stronger. But anyway, back onto this. So I've got some Spray Light sunflower oil. That's SIM free as long as you don't drink the full bottle. I've got 4 of these basmati rices. Now I think they're about 1.5 cents, maybe 2 cents a pouch. But again, I'll double check before I use them. I've not bought them in absolutely ages, but they make the best fried rice. They really do. So that's the reason why I've got these, because we are having fried rice this week. And like I say, it just makes the best fried rice ever. So I'm happy to have it for the sins. 2 stock pots, chicken and vegetable. They're both free on Slimming World. I've got 4 of these single garlic baguettes. I've just got the everyday essentials ones because I did try them one time because they'd run out of the usual ones, which were a bit higher price. And genuinely, when we had them, you could not tell the difference between the higher price ones and then these ones, which I think are around about 30p or something. So I've gone back to them and picked them up again, and they freeze really well as well, so that's good. So I've got 4 of those, 2 packs of white tortilla wraps. We're having enchiladas this week. Again, not that they'll all be used for just one meal, but the kids have wraps for the lunches and stuff like that as well. So that's why I always get 2 packs. I've got 2 bags of fusilli pasta and 2 bags of penne pasta. These are all free. And then I've also got, see, I'm not completely lazy, but I've got some just bog standard classic basmati rice, which is free on Slimming World. Onto the frozen bits from Aldi. I've got 2 bags of French fries. Can't see them, that is hiding. 2 bags of French fries. I'll make my own sim-free chips in my Actifry. I've got some hash browns, some cooked sliced chicken, which is free in protein. I've got 2 packs of these onion and rosemary sausages. These are sin-free, and they're very similar to the Linda McCartney onion and rosemary sausages. They're a little bit firmer, not quite as much flavour, but I think these are just over £1, whereas the Linda McCartney ones, they're like about £2.50 a pack at the moment. So for that difference, and they're going in a casserole anyway, so we're not really going to be able to tell. I'm getting these. And then I've got some corn mince, which is free in protein. I've got some petit pois, because I just really fancied having them instead of garden peas this week. Some super sweet corn. This does, believe it or not, carry a sin value. I think it's half a sin per 100 grams, which I have no idea why, because it is just sweet corn, nothing else added. So this is for the kids anyway. I've got some other sweet corn in the freezer that I can have if I have sweet corn at all this week. Some onion rings, and then I've got a couple of bags of these gastro battered chicken chunks, because I'm doing Mayflower curry this week, but my husband and my oldest son don't like that, so I'm going to do them sweet and sour chicken, and then I use this, and then I make my sweet and sour sauce as well, which is definitely not Slimming World friendly, because the amount of sugar I put in that is ridiculous. But yeah, they absolutely love it, and it's a one-off. It's every now and again. So, oh, and not forgetting, I got some washing up liquid, some lime and lemongrass. So this is what I got from Aldi on this side of the kitchen. I'm just going to spin you around and show you, because you've probably noticed there's no speedy stuff here. That stuff I did put separate, so I'm just going to spin you around and I'm going to show you that now. Whee! Sorry, I hope that didn't make you dizzy. So this is all the fresh bits that I picked up from Aldi. Just this last little bit left, and then only a little bit from Asda as well. So down here I've got some Maris Piper potatoes, which are free. 2 bags of rocket and baby leaf salad, which is speed. I've got a bag of British brown onions, speed. And then same, but red onions, which are also speed. Some British Royal Gala apples, speed. White cabbage. Some extra fine green beans. These are going in the Mayflower curry. That I'm going to be actually having as cabbage, and then also making coleslaw. Speed. In fact, I think everything else left here is speed. It was just the potatoes that were free. Cherry tomatoes, 2 bags of those. Absolutely lovely. They're the cheaper ones, but they're really sweet and crunchy. Love them. 2 broccoli florets, some plums, 2 cucumbers, some bean sprouts, some wonky carrots, a big 1.5 kilo bag, but they look amazing. They look better than the higher priced ones. And then a really good pack of giant sweet mixed peppers as well. So all that lot that I just showed you then is all speed as well. And then finally moving on to the Asda bits. And this, for that price, is all that I got from Asda that you can see in the screen there that I've not just shown you from Aldi. So to the back, 2 packs of frozen mashed potato. Yes, it could be lazy, but again, it's from my husband who just does not cook. So anything that's microwavable or you add water to it is perfect for when he has to cook. So 2 bags of that, always good to just keep in the freezer. And especially for like Alana, you know, when she has her little meals, you just get a couple of little chunks out of the freezer. And I mean, they're only small. Whack them in the microwave, because she's not the biggest eater, Alana isn't. She tends to graze all day. And then it's not wasting loads of potatoes, and that's what I'm really bad for, is wasting potatoes. But the kids are on half term this week, and they've asked for like jacket potatoes and stuff like that, so them ones will get used. But there's a lot of time I'll go into my cupboard and my potatoes are growing roots and stuff, because I've just completely forgotten about them and we just don't use them much. Anyway, Petit Falou for Kobe and Alana. They absolutely love them, and the Lovely and Low in Sugar for Kobe. Some lighter than light mayonnaise. Normally get it from Aldi, but they didn't have any whatsoever, so I had to get it from Asda. And I always make sure that I go to Asda after Aldi, in case, for this reason, that Aldi don't have something in stock. Because to be fair, at Aldi today, it was quite ridiculous. There was so much stuff missing. You know, like I wanted to get some more fabric detergent and softener, washing detergent, should I say, sorry, and softener, and they didn't have any whatsoever. So I don't know if they're just waiting on a delivery or what's going on. But yeah, it was just a bit silly. But luckily, I'm not desperate for it, but I wanted to get it, so I had it ready and waiting as soon as I run out. Anyway, moving on again. 2 packs of chocolate Barney Bears. These are for the littlies, really. They absolutely love them. They were on offer, £1 a pack, which was good. And then really cannot stand Aldi's bigger packs of ham and chicken. They're just, I always find them, the ham just always smells really funny to me. I mean, I don't eat ham, but even my hubby said it's not very nice to eat, so I don't get Aldi's ham. And then the chicken always seems to have, the only way I can describe it is that it's got hard bony bits in them, like it's been ground up and squashed out, and there's like hard bits still in them. So again, and I do eat cooked chicken, so I have to get it from elsewhere. So I always get it from Asda instead, but that's just me. Again, I'm a fussy bugger as well, or at least I can be. But this is free on Slimming World, and that is free on Slimming World, so good to snack on if you like ham and that. I've got some water chestnuts, which are Speed. I've got some onion granules and some chives. And then I have got quite a few jars of food for Kobe. He's starting to go on to lumpier stuff, which is good. We are doing baby-led weaning with him as well at the same time, but it's always good to get him onto a jar food for, you know, like if we're out and about or if we're on holiday or something like that, and then I can feed him something that's going to be easy and convenient and can be mobile. And the reason why I've got so many is just because literally they were on offer, and they last absolutely forever. So yeah, that don't go out until off until August 2023, which he'll be well past that by then. So yeah, I got them because they're on offer. No idea on the sins. Not that anyone would want to eat them. Apart from Kobe, that is. 2 bottles of Pepsi Max Cherry, my absolutely favourite. I am sure I'm addicted to it. These are both sin free. I got 2 packs of Weight Watchers white wraps. Again, these can be like gold dust to try and get hold of, so I got 2 packs. One will go in the cupboard, one will go in the freezer, and they freeze really well also. These are your Healthy Extra B. You can have one of them, or you can sin them at 5.5 sins each. And then my absolute favourite, Melly's pickled jalapenos. They're crunchy, they're delicious. I could sit and eat the whole jar of them. And yeah, absolutely love them. They're Speed, but can only get them at Asda, so I have to go there. And again, Aldi had 0 gherkins, so I had to pick these up from there too. And then I picked up some of these little sauce packets. I got 2 sausage casseroles. Not sure on the sin values yet, so I will make sure I double check it and that it fits in with my sins for the day before I use them. I am one of those people that checks it before I eat it, so I will double check that. But I got 2 of those, and then again, same with this, the tuna pasta bake, and I got 2 of them. They were on offer for 4 for £2, so I picked up them 4. And then whenever I make the cheeseburger pasta, my hubby and son absolutely love this cheddar cheese sauce that I pour over the top. I won't be eating this. This is literally for them 2 only, because my daughter doesn't like it either. Neither does Alana. And then again, Kobe's not eating this kind of stuff yet. But these were on offer 4 for £2, so I picked all 4 of them up, and then it's good to have in the cupboard because I'm not going to have to buy that for a long time yet, because I only use, I know it says serves 4, but them 2 are absolute gannets, and so they have one of these powder sachets to themselves when I make them up. So yeah, got those. And then these, the only way I can describe them is the like peperamis. very similar. So just like, we just call them meat sticks. But Alyssa and Alana, I mean, Kieran can take them or leave them. Same with Kev. But Alyssa and Alana absolutely love them. To the point when Alana saw me pick them up, I had to sneak her one out and give her one while we were still in Asda ourselves. But yeah, absolutely loves them. And they're really good for her just to snack on. Not the healthiest. I don't mean really good as in that way. They're not the healthiest, but they are only as a snack. And she might have one, maybe two a day at the most. At the very, very most. And not necessarily every day either. And again, they last forever. Because they're like a matured meat sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop chatting away. Because that is everything. And I better pull my finger out and put it away before all the stuff starts to defrost, basically. So this is what I've got. I've shown you the prices. Not shown you. I've told you the prices. Or did I show you? I'm not sure. And I will show you next my menu plan for all this food. So like I said, feeding a family of 6 for a week. And I'll show you the next bit now. So here it is. Here's the menu plan for the week. You might have noticed, or you might not have done, depending if you've seen my previous menu plans in the past, that I have a new menu planner. So I've changed from the old one just because I really like this one, the fact that it's got breakfast, lunch and dinner and any snacks I might want to write down on as well, that I can keep a track on throughout the week. So I think I might have a bit of an obsession with buying menu planners because I'm always looking at different ones. So I need to like nip that in the bud. But yeah, enough about the menu planner and more about what's actually wrote on it. So you can see there from Monday right the way through to Sunday for breakfast, I've wrote just fruit and yoghurt. I've gone back to not really eating breakfast anymore in the morning. And if I do have anything, then I'm trying not to use my healthy extras and I'm trying to keep it as low-sinned as possible. But at the moment, I'm just finding that coffee is sufficing me and I'm not waking up hungry. So I've always said it, I'm not going to force myself to eat. So if I do fancy anything, it'll either be one of those two things or both of them. Otherwise, it'll be straight on to lunch. So I'm just going to leave the breakfast because they're all the same. And then I'm just going to skip straight to lunch. So on Monday, tuna pasta salad, tons of speed food in that. And then dinner will be corn and pepper biryani. And again, tons of speed food. Serve it with a big salad. Make sure I get plenty of that in. Tuesday, cheese and tomato toasted pita. Obviously that'll be healthy extra A and B. And then again, loads and loads of speed food. And then for evening is a pasta bolognese bake. So my pasta bolognese bake is a mix between lasagna and spaghetti bolognese, basically. I make the bolognese. I make pasta, just whichever pasta shape you want. I use fusilli. And then all I do is just layer it up like you would do with a lasagna and then top it with the white sauce and if you want cheese or anything like that on the top of it. And just bake it in the oven basically, just as a bit of a change rather than always having just bog standard lasagna. Wednesday, the leftover tuna pasta salad. And then in the evening, a spicy bean and rice casserole. Again, all these meals will have tons of speed food in it. I've just wrote down what the main bulk of the meal is. Thursday, jacket potato with either beans and tuna depending what I fancy, and then in the evening we're having burritos and chips. Friday, Slimming World tomato soup, and then in the evening Mayflower curry for me and Alyssa, and then sweet and sour chicken for the boys. Saturday will be a mega mixed salad, so I'll literally throw everything including the kitchen sink into that. That's why it's a mega mixed salad, and it's just whatever I've got in. Homemade coleslaw, maybe some couscous that I've got, eggs, all the different salad things, gherkins, jalapenos, you name it, I'll throw it in. So I'm going to have that on Saturday, and then in the evening we're having creamy chicken pasta. And then Sunday I'm at my mum's, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be having for my lunch yet then. But then I'm going to pop some sausage casserole in the slow cooker so that can cook away while we're out. And then we can have that when we get home with loads of veg. So like I say, all the meals will have tons of speed food, all sorts of different bits. So for example, burritos and chips. The rest of the family will be having like onion rings with it, and we'll be having corn on the cob and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, very excited for the meal. If we fancy changing it, I mean, I know I've wrote them to the different days, but nothing's set in stone, and if the kids don't fancy something on one day and want to swap it out, then I'm more than happy to do that. That's not an issue, but I do tend to write it all out, and it's very rare that it changes, and it stops all the questions of what's for dinner, what's for tea, that sort of stuff from the kids, because it's wrote down and they can just read it. Normally now it's just when am I having my dinner, so they like to know what time specifically. But yeah, so that's it. That's all you've seen, the shopping that I've done, and then this is the menu plan for off of that. And then obviously I've got snacks and stuff and things that I could change meals around if I needed to. So yeah, that's everything that we're having for a family of 6. So I will catch you in the next one. I hope it's been helpful. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. So I will catch you later. Bye.